10.
The following program has been rated M for madness. Check out to Dr. Gangrene's Cemetery, where all movies are mad.
All right, welcome into Dr. Gangrene Sanitarium Live, the special live Thanksgiving episode here, filmed in the Kneecat Studio in Nashville, Tennessee, before a live studio audience. As you hear, do it again, guys. Make some more noise. Yeah, that's great. Thank you all on TV for tuning in, and thank you all for showing up. Great crowd tonight. I love seeing you all here. We're going to have a great show tonight. Like I said, it's a Thanksgiving episode. We've got some fun interviews lined up for you. We're going to talk to Glenn Hughes, artist extraordinaire here in the Nashville area who specializes in horror and sci-fi art. We're going to talk to Khalil Ekulona from WPLN, NPR radio here in Nashville. He's a podcaster and radio personality. And we're going to have live music from Nashville's scariest band, the CREEPING CRUDS. Yeah. Going to be a good time. And like I said, it's a Thanksgiving episode. And what would Thanksgiving be without some Thanksgiving turkey? So we're going to serve up Thanksgiving turkey in the form of a fun B movie. But before we get to any of that, I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. We've got a very important piece of business to take care of. You know, we all want to be safe here in the lab and in the studios because, you know, some crazy things can happen at these live shows. So to make sure that all of you stay safe, and you guys at home can do this too, we've got to recite Dr. Gangrene's Monster Kid Code of Horror. So if you would, raise your right hand, form it in the shape of a claw, and repeat after me. I am a monster movie maniac.
I am a monster movie maniac.
I love blood and horror.
I love blood and horror.
I will howl at the full moon.
I will howl at the full moon.
And monsters are my friends.
And monsters are my friends.
I pledge my undying support.
I pledge my undying support
to all horror movies.
To all horror movies.
Haunted attractions.
Haunted attractions.
And horror hosts.
And horror hosts.
Especially Dr. Gangrene.
Especially Dr. Gangrene.
I pledge to uphold this code.
I pledge to uphold this code.
So help me, Boris Karloff.
So help me, Boris.
Oh! All right, you're all in. Everybody's good. You're all monster kids now, so you'll be safe. The monsters know to leave you alone, or maybe give you a little extra, depending on your preference. So tonight's movie. You guys want to know what we're showing, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was thinking about it, and I realized tonight is a very important night. Tonight is November 23rd, and that is an important date in horror history for fandom and horror movie fans. It just so happens to be the birth date of one of the most influential figures in horror history, a man whose name has already been mentioned once tonight. I'm talking about, of course, the king himself, Boris Karloff. That's right, tonight's his birthday. So we're going to celebrate by watching a Boris Karloff movie, of course. Which one are we going to watch? Well, I thought about it and I tossed it around and I changed my mind a few times. The one I decided to go with has more Boris time in it than some of the others. It also happens to not be a horror movie. It's actually a crime film. It's a B movie, but it features Boris as the lead bad guy in it. It's from 1947, and it is Dick Tracy Meets Gruesome. Yeah, Boris Karloff plays the main bad guy. Dick Tracy's played by Ralph Bird, I believe his name is, who plays Dick Tracy, and he was known for playing Dick. He played him in like 5 movies and a serial, and he played him in a TV series late in his life, right before he died also. But Boris is the main bad guy, and this is a lot of fun. He gets to do some cool stuff. It is a crime movie, but it has some horror references in it and some neat little nods to Karloff as Frankenstein and so as you'll see here. So we'll go ahead and get to it from 1947. This is Dick Tracy Meets Gruesome.
Tell Melody to come here, but get moving.
Somebody wants to see you, Melody.
So tell him to look.
Yeah, well, you'd better look. Standing right over there.
Gruesome, I'm so glad to see you. When'd you get out?
Relax, kid, relax. Rode the rods all night to get here.
Oh, swell. Did you break out?
Good behavior. Where can we talk?
Outside, come on.
Hey, you, where are you going?
Outside, this is my pal.
You're on the ivories.
Yeah, I know. I'll be back. Maybe.
Be back in 10 minutes or you're out of business.
With you in town, that piano job don't mean nothing.
Do you have anything in mind?
Yeah, something really big.
Where is it?
Ain't far. Only the big boy ain't okayed me yet.
He'll okay me.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Boris Karloff has not one but 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. One for movies and one for TV. He's just that good.
Sounds like an interesting setup.
With you in on it, it's worth $1 million.
Big stuff grows in strange places, eh, Melody?
Here it grows out of test tubes. What do you want, Melody? I want to see the doctor. I got the right guy to handle that job for. What is your friend's name? Gruesome. Isn't he? Come in. Our employer is in the midst of an experiment. Your friend will have to wait.
Go back and finish your job.
I don't need that job now.
Go anyhow. I'll handle the doctor.
Okay, I'll see you tonight, huh? Boy, am I glad you're in town. Make yourself comfortable, but please don't touch anything.
No? Why?
It isn't advisable.
Well, come on, Mac, up. Oh, come on, get up out of there.
What's the trouble, Carney? Oh, just another drunk. This is the 5th time I've called the wagon tonight.
I'm on my way down to headquarters to pick up Dick Tracy. Can I take him along for you?
Now, that I'd appreciate, Pat.
Well, where is he? He's lying in the doorway of that joint back there. Oh.
That's funny, Pat. Not enough alcohol to have killed him. Yet no pulse and no heartbeat.
So what did the big lug die of? A broken heart?
I don't know, but Doc Ross can tell you tomorrow after the autopsy. I've been in this racket a long time, but I've never seen anything like this before. You say he was limp when you picked him up 10 minutes ago?
Limp as a playboy's alibi. 10 minutes later, he's like this.
Then it wasn't time for rigor mortis to set in.
No time at all. Want to take a guess at what's eating him?
Yes, I could guess, but it wouldn't mean anything. Except I think it's a case for homicide.
Careful of your language, Frankie. He died in my car.
But he didn't get whatever's wrong with him in your car.
Right. So a corpse coming out of Hangman's knot's got to be murder, huh?
Probably. You say you found this on him?
Loaded for bear. And his suit had the feel of a big house hand-me-down.
That's sharp observing.
Ain't it?
Why don't you have Tracy take a look at him?
I think I will. But if he has the answer to a drunk turning to stone, I give up.
Thanks, Sarge.
I wouldn't go in there now, Pat, if I was you.
You mean I shouldn't go in?
Nobody. Dick's got a VIP in there.
VIP? Dick?
A very important personage.
In that case, I'll knock.
Excuse me, Dick, but I think I just brought in a homicide. Anyway, he's a mighty funny stiff.
Funny? I'll be right with you.
Come over to the morgue, huh?
Right. I'm sorry, Dr. Tomic. Go on.
For instance, when I arrive home at night, I find figures lurking in the shadows near my house.
Why didn't you report this sooner?
I hoped that my wife and I were wrong, that these people weren't really stalking me at all.
What makes you so sure they were?
And 2 attempts were made within a week to run me down by car.
We have a lot of reckless drivers in this town, Doctor.
Yes, I know, but
Why do you think someone wanted to kill you?
I don't know. I've no idea. Of course, like many scientists, I'm working on new and rare formulae at the university all the time.
Very little we can do for you, Doctor, but offer you police protection.
I dislike troubling you, but I am worried.
Well, Chief, this isn't a case for me, so if you don't
Run
mind...
along, Dick. We'll take care of the doctor.
I'm sorry I can't stay, but my assistant has a slight case of homicide on his hands. Good luck.
Now, see here, Doctor. Let's review the facts.
his number?
Sure. What happened, Pat?
You're asking me. I'm sitting here, see, writing out this report on the stiff. All of a sudden, blackout. Something hit me here. A crowbar, maybe, or a small bulldozer. I don't see how anybody could have got in here, Dick. Frankie put the stiff on this slab. He was out cold, just like he is now. The stiff, the mug, where is he?
Looks like you had a drunk who woke up, Pat. He just outfoxed you, that's all.
Outfoxed me, huh? I tell you, he was dead. Oh, don't look at me like that, Dick. You know I haven't had so much as a short beer since I joined the force. I tell you, I brought in an absolutely dead stiff.
Okay, but if that's true, then you're just confused. There's a stiff in the other room.
What? Why didn't you say so? Come on. What I want to know is who moved that stiff. So he outfoxed me, did he? What's that make you?
I admit it, Pat. He tricked me, too.
1 minute he's dead. The next he slugs me, tricked you and vamoosed.
A smart man.
Smart? He's weird. I tell you, if I didn't know better, I'd swear we were doing business with Boris Karloff.
Looks that way.
You just got to love that self-referential moment there, a little meta moment from 1947 there, referring to Boris Karloff himself, which is a lot like a line from Arsenic and Old Lace from 1944, in which they also refer to this guy looks just like Boris Karloff. And the character Jonathan Brewster that he plays in that, Karloff played on stage in Arsenic and Old Lace on stage, and he says he kills a guy because he looked like Boris Karloff. So that line's kind of got a lot of traction over the years. What's going on here?
All right.
Well, we want to come this way. They want us to come this way. Okay. All right. Hey, they got our next guest here. This is Khalil Ekulona from, did I say that right?
Yes, sir.
Ekulona from NPR Radio here in Nashville, Tennessee. Khalil, my friend.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going great. I'm so glad you came out, dude.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you very much, and congratulations on 25 years of providing horror madness to people not only in Nashville, but across the country.
Well, how do you just know so much about Dr. Gangrene? How is that?
Well, we had the honor for Halloween to have Dr. Green as our profile guest for Halloween week. And so we did a nice little interview and got to learn a lot about Dr. Gangrene's history on the show called This Is Nashville that comes on WPLN Monday through Thursday.
That's right. This is Nashville, which you guys should listen to because it's great. How long have you been doing that podcast?
About 3 years we've been at it.
Okay, yeah. And it airs on WPLN what days?
It airs WPLN Monday through Thursday, live at noon. We air a rebroadcast at 7. It's 90.3 FM, but also it's 2024. Wherever you get podcasts, you can find it. Just type in This Is Nashville, and you'll find all the episodes.
And what kind of guests have you had? I know you've had some really handsome and highly intelligent folks on there.
Yes. There was this dude, who loves horror movies. We did.
Yeah.
I was like, he's weird, but let's do it. We've had the legendary singer Pat Boone on as a guest once a month. The mayor of Nashville comes on to take live phone calls from the people. So if you got praise, if you got admonishment, you can call up and talk to the mayor directly. You can talk to him. We've had all sorts of people on the show. It's been over 500 episodes and 2,000 people, so it's hard for me to recall specific names.
Who's a big get? Somebody you want to get that you haven't landed yet?
Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton. There
Dolly
you go.
Parton.
Yeah.
If we're going to be in Tennessee and we're going to have a show, we have to talk to Dolly Parton. And we were going to try initially at the top. I said, let's get some street cred first and then talk to her.
There you go. So you can say I've got 500. How many episodes do you have under your belt?
500. I personally, myself, in the host chair, have done over 500 episodes. Wow. I can't host every time, so we've had people fill in. But I've talked to, I estimate, over 2,500 folks so far.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That is really
We talk
impressive.
about everything, anything and everything. We can talk about politics. We can talk about where's the best place to go if you see an animal hurt on the side of the road. My philosophy is if anybody in Nashville or Middle Tennessee is interested in it, bam, we're going to do a show.
We talked about Bigfoot. So
we talked about Bigfoot. We talked about horror. We talked about Dr. Gangrene making his way through monster medical school by working at strip clubs.
We did.
It's crazy.
It's true. We did.
He did,
we really
too.
did.
I wasn't able to ask you a follow-up.
Okay.
Now, at these strip clubs that you're working at, because, monster medical school is very expensive and everything else, were you security? Were you the bartender? Were you the manager? Or were you on the pole?
I was the talent, buddy.
You're the talent.
Come on.
That's why he made the money.
You guys want to see it?
That's why he made the money.
That's right. Hey, how long have you been in Nashville?
I've been in Nashville for 3 years. I came here for this job.
Oh, yeah. Where are you from?
I'm originally from just outside of Baltimore, lived all over the country, and moved here from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
As long as you're not a Ravens fan. It's all
No,
good.
no.
Okay.
I'm born
All
in
right.
Jersey. I'm a Giants fan, and we suck. So.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Titans do, too. So
Oh,
we're
yeah,
all
Titans
good.
suck worse than us.
It's like worse
So
than
it feels
everybody.
good.
So,
I've
yeah.
been to 4 Titans games. They've lost every one.
Well, there you go. Stop doing that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Stay home and watch.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you enjoying tonight's movie?
Really cool. It's a lot of fun.
Well, we're going to get back to it now. Everybody give Khalil a big hand, and we're going to get back to Dick Tracy Meets Gruesome.
Awesome.
Thanks, Khalil.
Great. Thank you, sir.
All right, man.
Melody. Did you find him?
Would I be back here without him if I did? Oh, that stuff he got must have killed him.
Nonsense. It was one of the early experiments of the doctor's miracle formula.
But what did it do to him?
Potent but harmless. It just rendered him helpless.
Helpless. Oh, that's great. Gruesome helpless and the cops hot on his trail.
Exactly. So he is of no use to us any longer. If he does come back, you must tell him the deal is off.
What are you talking about? That guy knows his way around.
He is no good to us now. We must be rid of him. The doctor...
The doctor will be disturbed by your stupid chatter. You'll get rid of who?
No, please, Gruesome. He didn't mean it. He needs you. We all need you, Gruesome, please.
Exactly. As the doctor just said, you know your business, but I know mine.
You mean you've spoken to the doctor?
Yes, I've had a talk with him. You're a disgraced doctor of science, correct?
Yes, but I...
No buts. The doctor stumbled on a great racket, but he needs me to make it work for him. So from now on, you two will do exactly what I say. Now get in there, keep your mouth shut, and listen. Tomorrow is the most important day in your stupid lives.
2.5 minutes to go.
Hey, Harry, come here. I told you to get that cat out of here. Now get him out.
And Gwen, seen here playing Tess Trueheart, Dick's sweetheart, had actually appeared in 2 films with Boris Karloff, Black Friday and House of Frankenstein.
Afternoon, Mr. Trueheart.
Hello, Mr. Stone.
10, 20, 30. How's Mr. Tracy?
Well, he's fine, thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
Look at him. There's something wrong with him. And him.
You heard me.
X-ray timed it perfectly. The air's clear. Lock the door.
Hey, Gruesome, why one of you look as silly as they do?
Lock the door.
Who? Pardon me, Mac, do you mind?
What's the matter, buddy? Dandruff?
Melody.
Yeah, coming, Gruesome.
Dick Tracy, homicide, quickly. Hello, Dick. Listen, I'm inside the Grove Street branch of the First National Bank, witnessing a robbery.
Dead? Frozen? Uh-oh. Okay, honey, don't lose your nerve. We'll be right there. This is Tracy. Notify all cars in the area, 4th and Grove. Bank robbery, First National.
Let's get out of here. Gruesome, there was a dame in that boat.
Oh, lock. Get going. Probably died before he hit the ground.
Move these people back.
Move back a little, folks. Come on, move back now. Come on, move back.
Take care of everything, Jim.
Okay, Dick.
Tess, come out of it.
Come out of what? I'm all right.
Well, she's alive anyway.
If I hadn't been in the booth, I'd have gotten it, too. But you see...
Wait a minute. Payment on Thursday or the bank will be forced to foreclose.
But I tell you, I can't.
You heard the man say they want a cash bonus?
Oh, that's it.
Mr. Crandall. Mr. Crandall.
$100 worth of change, please.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
You'll have to leave now, sir. It's 3 o'clock.
You see, pal, you were only half dead.
I don't question your word, Mr. Tracy. There undoubtedly was a bank robbery, but not here. Not here.
They sent you to the wrong bank.
Mr. Banks. Mr. Banks, over $100,000 has disappeared.
Oh, that's fine.
Right under our noses.
What? This is the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
2 minutes ago, everybody was paralyzed. Frozen stiff, and now look at them. They're perfectly normal.
No one leaves until everybody's been questioned. Line them all up over there.
Right, man. This way, folks.
How many men in the stick-up crew?
2.
Did they wear masks?
No, one was coarse-looking, and the other one was...
Fine, tell me later. How long was it between the freezing act and their entrance?
About a minute.
You mean this knockout stuff was instant? Insist? Right away?
Well, it couldn't have been more than 2 minutes at the most.
How do you feel? All right, Mr. Tracy. That's what's so darn queer. I still can't believe I was out cold for 12 or 14 minutes. Just wait till I tell my wife. When I get
All right, now, I'd rather you told me what you were doing and how you felt when this stuff hit you.
Sure, you bet. Like I was telling your sidekick here, I'm standing right here watching the clock, see? Not that I'm a clock-watching guy ordinarily. Get it, pal. Get to the pail.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, sure. Like I was telling your sidekick, you see, it's my wife's sister's birthday, and I says to myself, I says, Humphrey, when you get home...
He was pulling down the shade.
Yeah, that's right. How'd you know? Here, like this. Like this I was. Had it about there. No? Here, maybe.
Well, did you feel yourself slipping?
Nah, positively no warning at all.
Do you think you were the first one affected by this gas?
No, the first man to go was standing right over there.
Well, show me how he was standing.
All right. As I remember, he was standing right here with his coat open, like this.
Well, that's enough. Take him with you, Pat, and see if you can find that man.
Come on. Or was it like this?
Relax, Gabby. Let's find
I
the
know
guy.
he had one hand sticking out. Now, let's see. You've had everyone in the bank checked on.
Everyone. They all have legitimate addresses. No suspicious characters.
And you're having this screwy gas analyzed.
Fred has what was left in the shell casing. I expect a report any minute.
And the getaway car was stolen.
Picked up on the turnpike. No distinguishable fingerprints.
The banking commission is panicky, Dick. If this gets to the papers, they're afraid of a wholesale run on every bank in town.
I told you Tracy was busy.
It's okay, Sarge. Tracy wants to see me, right?
Dick has nothing to say to the press, Dan.
No? In that case, the press has a hot word for him. It's headlines. Shall I go?
It's okay, Sarge.
Thanks. What I have to say should be private, boys, for your sakes.
Spill it, Dan. We're busy.
I know, and stumped. Fellas, I was the only news hawk to get to a certain bank before you had everybody's mouth buttoned up like a West Pointer on inspection.
How much do you know, Dan?
Remember the bank guard with the end of gab?
You can't print a word of it, Dan.
Look, Dick, I play ball usually, but not with gas bombs. This'll be the biggest thing hit the streets since George Patton broke the bulb.
This is a war of a sort, too, Dan. A war on small investors. If you break silence before we can move in, no bank in the state can escape a run on it.
How long do you want?
24 hours.
I'll settle for the 4. That'll get me in the final edition.
We won't have a thing in 4 hours.
That bad, eh?
Right now, we haven't got a lead to the interest of bloodhounds.
So, then I think my readers should know what they're up against.
Give us till morning at least, Dan.
Say, Dick, this is an absolutely unknown chemical. We've given it every...
Yeah.
Why don't you look before you yap?
Unknown chemical. 20 people frozen to the spot by absolutely unknown chemical while bank is casually robbed of at least 200 grand.
It was only 100.
Thanks, that much I didn't know.
Until morning, Dan, please.
We don't sell a morning paper, Dick.
Exclusive, Dan. You can sell it to the syndicates.
To hit the morning rags, I'd have to have all the details by 2 a.m.
2 a.m., you highbinder. Well, that's only 10 hours from now.
You're quick, Chief.
Okay, Dan, it's a deal. 2 a.m.
Good luck.
I'm sorry, Chief.
Forget it. That ferret could dig salt out of Big Rock Candy Mountain.
This chemical is so new, it isn't even registered. Is that it, Fred?
Yeah, that's right, Dick.
Think Dr. Tomic at State University could spot it?
Sure, if anyone could.
Tomic, that's the man who was complaining about threats on his life.
Yes, top-flight physicist. Look, Chief, with only 10 hours before the panic hits, it's about...
It's worth a try. What else have we got?
Well, there's always Pat's living corpse, but...
Oh, that. A shot in the dark.
So is this. But if Tomic can tell us what it is, we at least have a lead.
Oh, may I help you?
Yes, I'm Dick Tracy from headquarters. I'd
Oh,
like
I'm
to...
so glad you've come, Mr. Tracy. Have you any news of him?
Of whom?
Of Dr. Tomic. Isn't that why you're here?
But I came to see him. Is anything wrong?
Well, yes, but I thought you knew. He's disappeared.
When?
He left home early this morning and hasn't been seen since. His wife was very worried, and I thought she reported his absence to you.
It's the first I've heard of it. Are you his assistant?
Yes, I'm Professor Learned. You will find him, won't you, Mr. Tracy?
We'll certainly try. Can you think of any reason why Dr. Tomic would want to disappear?
No. What did you have in mind?
Nothing in particular. Still, I'd like you to check any special or secret formula he might have been working on, just to make sure they haven't been removed.
Of course. Will you wait here, please?
I'd rather come along if you don't mind.
Oh, not at all. Dr. Tomic always keeps his most valuable formulae in that locked cabinet. They're quite safe there.
You have the keys, of course.
Yes, but I'm certain nothing has been disturbed.
Would you open it anyway, please?
Very well.
Do you know what each of these bottles contains?
I know they're chemical symbols, if that's what you mean.
Not exactly. Could any of them, say, mixed with another chemical, form a dangerous gas?
I hardly know. These particular ones are in experimental stages. Only Dr. Tomic could tell you that.
How about this clear liquid on the end? What's its purpose?
I really don't know. It's so new it doesn't even have a name.
New, huh? Is that so? Well, I'd like to...
Oh, please don't touch anything, Mr. Tracy. At least until Dr. Tomic returns.
If he returns, huh?
You mean there's a chance that he won't?
It's part of my job to see that he does. You won't mind my taking a little of this for testing?
Well, I hardly know what to say in Dr. Tomic's absence. Perhaps we can test it here. In fact, I'd be glad to test it for you.
I'd rather take it with me.
Very well.
You see, there was a bank robbery today. Some strange chemical was employed. Everyone in the bank was transfixed, frozen to the spot. Startled?
Shocked. You see, I work so close to science, I have every reason to dread the creation of such gases.
I didn't say it was a gas.
Well, what else could it be?
I don't know. But it was a gas. Doesn't seem to stain or burn the surface, does it?
No,
Anything in it that will hurt me if I taste it?
I think not, but I can't be too sure.
Let's see. Tastes like water.
Many chemicals do.
Get me an empty bottle and a rag, will you? Professor Learned,
Yes?
could a man in Tommy's position be leading a double life?
Hardly. He's one of the most respected men in his profession.
Yet he came to headquarters complaining of attempts on his life the night before he disappeared. It's been my experience, Professor, that could be the act of an innocent man. Or of a man covering his tracks.
Perhaps, but not Dr. Tomic. His whole life is an open book, beyond suspicion.
I guess you're right.
I know I'm right.
Well, thank you, Professor. I'll be back when I have this analyzed.
Very well, Mr. Tracy. But it isn't water.
Probably not. You've been a big help. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Tracy.
All right. Man, I tell you, you just got to love some of the names in this. Dr. A. Tomic, Professor I.B. Learned. That's one thing that, this is based directly on the comic strip by Chester Gould, and that's one thing that they always had was crazy names of characters like the villains Prune Face and the Blank and Shaky. Great stuff. But, I think of all the characters that ever appeared in the Dick Tracy comic strip, my very favorite one has to be Dr. Gangrene. There it is. I'm not kidding. Dr. Gangrene was in the Dick Tracy comic strip because he has that big dick energy. That's true. Now, this came about. I'll tell you why it came about. I interviewed the writer for Dick Tracy. His name is Mike Curtis for Scary Monsters magazine. I didn't know that he wrote for Dick Tracy at the time. I interviewed him because he was a horror host in Memphis for a very short-lived little run one summer. And I had found out about that. He was called Count Basil, so I contacted him. We did the interview. Well, after that, he became the writer for Dick Tracy. He messaged me and said, hey, would you like Dr. Gangrene how would you feel about Dr. Gangrene appearing in the Dick Tracy strip? I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. So they called him actually Dr. Mean Green in the comic just for copyright reasons. But as you can see, they call him Larry, and it's clearly Dr. Gangrene. So, I mean, I was pretty thrilled to say the least. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. One of the cooler things that's happened in my time as a horror host. Well, I tell you what, I am so thrilled that all of you are out here. I want to come out in the audience and talk to some of you. So here we go. Come out here and see who we got right here. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Sean.
Sean, stand up, Sean. Sean is going to be a guest on a future episode. Sean, tell him what you do.
I'm a podcast host.
I think I talked to you on one of the other shows, didn't I?
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because you do Bigfoot talk and aliens.
Yeah, I do all kind of conspiracy theories, all kind of like alternative topics, stuff like that. So I'll talk about, Bigfoot. I'll talk about aliens, UFOs, all kinds of conspiracy theories.
You don't go by
like
Sean, though.
No, I go by, on the podcast, I go by my nickname of Sandman.
Sandman,
Yeah,
all right,
that's me.
Sandman, good deal. All right, hey, let's stand up here. Let's get you on camera. Tell us your name.
Lauren.
Lauren, where are you from, Lauren?
From here in Nashville.
All right, thanks for coming. I've seen you at other shows.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're a regular. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
All right, you enjoying it?
Oh yes, I love the show. I've been a longtime fan. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And how about Dick Tracy Meets Gruesome? You like this movie?
Oh yes, I love it.
All right.
I love the comedy.
It's fun. It's fun. Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming out. And right here, we got to talk to this guy. Stand up. All right, tell us your name.
I'm Matt.
Matt, where are you from?
The long, faraway place of Rockford, Illinois.
And you came down here just for this show, didn't you?
Yes. Well, yes, absolutely. This was the only reason I came this
He
weekend.
did, just for
Absolutely,
this
yes.
show. No, you were in town, and you said, I'm going to come down, and I want to make it to your show.
Absolutely. It's worth an 8-hour drive. Why not?
No, he wanted to come see Nashville, and he planned it. He's like, come down while
Well,
you
I
have
couldn't
your
watch
show.
a Titans loss, so what's the next best thing?
Yeah, well, there will be one this weekend, I'm sure.
I'm sure there will be, yes.
Yeah.
No, this has been a great time, and yeah, I watch it every week, so it's nice to actually be a part of it.
Matt made these cool buttons that are back here on the back table. I don't know if there's any left now. It says, I survived a Dr. Gangrene live show, and these replicas of Sir Cecil Creep's right here, Sir Cecil Creep replicas of the patch that I wear at Sir Cecil's Ghoul Patrol. Thank you for making
You're
those and bringing them.
welcome. I appreciate it. It was a fun little project to do, and I'm glad they turned out the way they did.
And man, I'm really glad you came down.
Oh,
This
hey,
is awesome.
I wouldn't have missed this. Once I found out it was happening, it worked out perfect for us.
It's very cool. It just timed up with y'all's schedule.
Yep, we made it work.
All right, very cool. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank
All
you.
right,
Appreciate
good
it.
deal. All right, who else we got back here? Stand up, sir. Tell us your name.
I'm Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out. Kyle, where are you from?
I'm from Nashville.
All right, cool. Have you been to a Dr. Gangrene show before?
I have not. My friend James over there decided to bring me.
Which one's James? Where's James at? James.
Right there with the hat.
Good man, James. All right. Well, thanks for coming out, man. We appreciate it. I see some friendly faces over here I'm going to go talk to. Some of my friends over here. Hey, how's it going? How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Tell us your name. I surprised her. On my way to my friends over here.
My name's Andrea.
Andrea, thanks for
Yes.
coming out, Andrea. Are you enjoying this movie?
I am.
Awesome.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Thanks so much. Oh, look at this. Stand up here. Mark Greenbaum, everybody. Longtime friend of mine. Mark, how the hell have you been?
I have been great. It has really been quite an adventure these last few years since we met you.
Yeah. How many years ago now? Who knows?
Well, we did the original Night of the Living Dead with you in 2007.
Yep.
We cooked our brains out in the summer so we'd be ready by Halloween.
Yep.
And that was our zombie start.
And this is Ellen right here with him. Stand up, Ellen. You don't get out of this that easy. Ellen, how are you doing?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
I'm great. I am so glad to see both of y'all. Thank you
Glad
so
to see you
much.
too.
All right. Well, I'm one more person here before we take off. Greg, stand up. Tell us your name.
Greg.
Greg Hitchcock. That's right. Greg is a filmmaker here. What are you working on now?
We just finished up All of It Ends, which is a monster horror movie. We've got another one that we're going to be starting up at the end of April, beginning of May. Riders of the Dark is going to be the title of it. So.
And what is that about? Or what kind of, just general genre?
It's horror. Like
okay.
As
Yeah.
always.
All right, cool. Excellent. He works with George Demick, so good friend of ours here. Yep.
Yeah, I do all the photography work. My wife does all the sound design. So
Very cool.
We make George's stuff and you look good when you're on our stuff.
And that's a tall task. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate everybody out here in the audience. It's always fun. Great to see everybody out here. And again, thank you so much. And we're going to get back to the movie now. Why am I talking in the mic? I'm double mic'd. But yeah, Dick Tracy Meets Gruesome, and we'll get more fun stuff. We've got a giveaway coming up, so stay tuned, and we'll see you back in the next break.
I still say you didn't have to shoot him.
But Gruesome, he saw us coming out of the bank.
Seeing and identifying weeks, maybe months later, are two different things.
But
You're just a trigger-happy young mug you always were. Better get over it.
You're a fine guy to be bawling me out.
Useless killing is dangerous. Well, it's about time.
Yeah, we thought maybe you took a powder.
Hardly.
That's good. Gruesome hates Welchers.
I don't hate dead ones, Melody.
Our employer is a man of honor. There's one for you, one for you.
What are these, Valentine's?
The doctor is very businesslike. That is your remuneration.
Mine's kind of thin, is it?
Not much thinner. Gruesome got a bonus for not killing a policeman.
How do you like that?
We don't like it. We don't like it at all. Go back and tell your employer I'm not an employee, I'm a partner. I want 50%.
What about me?
I'll pay you more than you're worth. Goodbye, X-Ray.
Well, I'll ask him.
No, tell him. 50% on everything.
Very well. Oh, our employer told me to tell you he wishes you would not come to the laboratory anymore.
At all?
At all.
I see. Tell him I'll do what he says for exactly 15 minutes.
Oh, please.
Unless, of course, you're back within that time with half the take. Better hurry, X-Ray.
Gruesome, you're terrific.
Remember that melody.
Sure, Gruesome. Sure.
We found him right about here, Dick.
Let's take a look around inside. Maybe we'll get a line on something.
Balls.
Hey, you. It's him, Dick! I'll take him, Dick. I owe him something.
Where are you?
Here.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it was him, Dick, that drunken stiff.
Well, where did he go?
He got away.
Well, that's a lead anyway. What happened to you?
What happened to me? I was standing right over there, and all of a sudden, I was... No, I'm not going to tell you.
Come on, Pat, what happened to you?
Okay. I was bit by a tiger.
Oh, that tiger!
You're sure that you can identify this man, Tess?
Yes, I'm positive he's one of the bank robbers.
Good. Now, if he'll only live long enough to start talking.
Dick, we've rounded up some of the people who ran the bank. They're out in the hallway.
Okay, Pat, bring them in. Tess, you better wait in the chief's office.
All right.
Tess did identify him.
Yes, but that's not enough. We've got to find one of those bank witnesses who saw him in or around the bank about 2:45.
Why 2:45? Couldn't he have planted the bomb at 2:30 or even before that?
No. The janitor emptied the wastebaskets at 2:45. So if anyone saw this bird in the bank after that time, he planted the bomb.
Nurse!
What's wrong?
Well, he can't die on us now.
Get those people in here, Pat, quick.
Okay, folks.
Sorry, Dick, you'll have to leave. He's much too ill to have anyone in here now.
But just 2 minutes, Doc.
I can't do it. He only has a 50-50 chance as it is.
Well, that's that. Have those people go to my office, Pat. We'll do what we can.
Okay, folks, let's go.
First of all, I want to thank you people for coming. Now I'd like to ask you a few simple questions. Does anyone recognize this man?
I'm sure I never saw him before.
Well, now, I'm a bank guard, you see.
We know that.
Of course you do. And you know that bank guards have to be observing. Now, if that man was at the bank, it stands to reason I'd remember him, don't it?
It does, do you?
No.
I could be wrong, Mr. Tracy, but I think that man passed me at the bank door. I think he was coming out as I was going in.
Do you happen to recall what time that was, Mr. Thal?
Yes, I do. I looked up at the clock as I came in. It was exactly 10 minutes to 3.
Good. Turn around, Luke. Obviously, this man wearing the bandit's clothes is not the bandit. This is a drawing of the actual man. Would you say you'd seen this man before, Mr. Thal?
I'm almost certain that's the face of the man who passed me at the bank door.
Thank you. Anyone else see him?
No.
All right. That's all. Oh, one thing more. Please don't any of you discuss this case with the newspapers. That's very important. In fact, I'd rather you didn't discuss it with anyone for a day or two. And thank you again.
Sir? We're going out now, Bud.
But I'm coming in.
I've still got 6 hours, Dan, and nothing to say.
Nothing to say about a top-flight scientist who's missing?
Hello? You're talking Greek, damn it. Yes, Chief.
Don't give me that. You knew Tomic was missing before I did.
Just a minute, Chief. I've got the human ferret in my office. Tomic? Who's Tomic?
A physicist, my boy, with an assistant named Learned, remember? I'm giving his disappearance a build-up tonight, Dick.
Wait a minute, Dan. I'll call you later, Chief. You gave me your word, Dan, and I still have 6 hours left.
Then you do think Tomic is involved in the bank robbery?
I honestly don't know. But if he is, and you publish his disappearance, it might spoil everything for me.
All right, 6 hours. But I get first break at anything you uncover, right?
Right, Dan. Keep your nose clean.
Hello, Tess.
Hello, Dan. What's new?
Ask your boyfriend. Dick, this will...
Hold it, Fred.
Oh, you again.
Goodbye, Dan.
Be seeing you in about 5 hours and 22 minutes. Dick, this is the dark...
Quiet. I think I know what you were going to tell me anyway. I should see a certain professor at State University right away, correct?
Correct, and quick.
See you later, honey.
But we had a date for dinner.
I'm having mine with a professor.
Oh, well, since it's only a professor.
A beautiful, feminine professor.
And you expect me to be here when you get back?
No.
Then I will be.
That's what I thought.
Goodbye, Dick.
Bye.
Boris Karloff shares a birthday with his daughter, Sarah. He was born November 23rd, 1887, and she was born November 23rd, 1938.
Oh, Lee, where have you been? It's over an hour since I talked with you.
I'm sorry. I had important business. You look worried, dearest. What's the trouble?
That chemical I stole for you, what did you do with it?
I used it for my anesthetic experiments. What do you suppose?
I suppose you either gave it or sold it to a gang of bank robbers.
What are you talking about?
The police are analyzing the water I substituted for the formula I stole for you.
Well, what of it?
The moment Dr. Tomic returns, they'll know I substituted the water.
Oh, we'll be far away by then.
What if he returns now, tonight?
He won't, Irma.
You've done something to him.
He's perfectly safe. He'll return home in due time, quite unharmed.
I I can't go through with it. That detective, I can't go on lying to him. I don't know how.
It won't be for long.
He had hardly left when a reporter came. He asked me so many questions, I didn't know where I was.
Did he ask about Tomic?
Of course.
Splendid. His disappearance will make headlines. Tracy and his cops will be forced into a manhunt that will leave us in the clear.
I won't help blacken the character of a decent man. I can't.
Very well. Tell them. Tell them everything. Is that what you want, Irma?
Oh, darling, you know it isn't. But can't we do something? Can't we go away? Now, tonight?
Police have requested that I don't leave town. Your friend Tracy.
Tracy? What?
Do you think I put that formula in the hands of thugs? I placed it in the bank myself.
You didn't. You couldn't.
I had to, Irma. I tell you, with Tomic missing, we're in the clear. There isn't a thing to worry about, dearest. I'll drive you to within a block of your house, huh?
No, I'll walk to the cab stand. We can't risk being seen together.
All right. You guys enjoying the movie? Yeah. All right. It's quirky and dorky, but it's a lot of fun. It's such a relic of times gone by. You got to love that why stuff on taxidermy. Great stuff. Well, our next act is a band that's been rocking the Nashville area since 2002 with their own unique blend of guitar rock that specializes in monsters, blood, and horror. All my favorite things. Let's give it up now for the Creeping Cruds.
Thanks, Dr. Gangrene. In honor of Boris Karloff, this is our new one.
Riding high, feeling in the band. Yeah! But I don't miss the madness anymore. Don't hear chain drag across the floor. You realize for electricity. No crackling blue electricity, baby. I don't miss the madness anymore. Boris Karloff is dead. It's fighting lines, shaking rhyme, wheeling in your mind. Yeah! Get it fully fast. Getting high, waiting till your last. Oh! But I don't miss the madness anymore. Don't hear trains track across the floor. Feel to me. No blacking and blue electricity, baby. I don't miss the madness anymore. Boris Karloff is dead. Boris Karloff is dead. Boris Karloff is dead. We belong 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 dead. We belong and on We belong dead. Boris Karloff is dead. We belong dead. Boris Karloff is dead. We belong dead. Boris Karloff is dead. We belong dead. We belong and on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Get it right, yeah.
That's great, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Boris Karloff is dead, right?
Yeah, it's been a few years.
Yeah, 137 of them to be exact.
Happy birthday, Boris.
Yes,
Yep.
happy birthday.
So this is going to be on your new album. I hear rumors it's going to be a new Cruds album soon.
There is a new album coming. We've been working on it for about a year. Put everything into it, all the new tunes, everything we've been doing for the last 10 years since the last record.
More than 10, right?
More than 10, yeah, 12 years. But
I mean, more than 10 songs on the album.
Oh, it looks like 20 songs.
Yeah, you're going to get your money's worth on this one.
So maybe 20 don't make it, but it's from a pool of about 20 songs.
Yeah, so this is the third album from the
Third
Cruds.
album, yep.
Yeah, and you got, like I said in the intro, you've been doing this since 2002.
Yeah, we played here 2003, maybe,
Yeah.
this very room.
Yep.
With the original lineup, and now this is the quintessential lineup.
Yep, you and McNasty are the original two of the original founding
Yeah,
members. Yep.
yeah.
So it's well, I forgot what I was going to say there, so never mind. McNasty did that to me. He told me, I got to say, you guys are some sharp-dressed fellas here. I highly approve the attire.
Yeah, well, we wanted to represent.
And you did that well. No, I know what I was going to say. Gino, the reason we got to know each other is because he saw my old show, Chiller Cinema, one time, and I was showing a Super Suckers music video, and Gino had just moved to town. He said, I didn't know anybody knew who the hell the Super Suckers were. I got to meet this guy, and I was like, come on the show.
Oh, yeah, I called you or contacted you the next day. I think.
Yeah.
We got a horror host in this town. The town I came from didn't have one. And you were playing music from bands that I was friends with. So it was just kind of like meant to be. And since then, you and I have been pretty good friends for, all throughout that. We've done the Horror Hootenanny every year since then, except for COVID years. And
absolutely.
It's been a good run.
Yeah, Horror Hootenanny is a rock and roll. It's a big rock and roll Halloween party that we do every year. This was last year was 17, is that right?
18.
See? 18 years. We got to make it to 20.
Yeah. We'd already be there if it wasn't for COVID. But.
All right. Well, guys, I love it. Boris Karloff is a great tune. I can't wait to hear more. We are gonna hear more later tonight. You guys just stay tuned. Can't wait to hear the new album.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So give it up for the Creeping Cruds.
Let's hear it for Dr. Gangrene.
And Dick Tracy Meets Gruesome.
Good evening.
Oh, Mr. Tracy, how did you get here?
It was easy. Illegal, too.
Illegal? What is?
My breaking into your place and searching your things without a warrant.
I should think so. Why did you do it?
Why did you tell me I wouldn't find water in that bottle?
You didn't.
You're a biochemist. Why try to pretend you didn't know what was in that bottle?
You forget, Mr. Tracy. You tasted whatever was in it, not I. I was so sure it wasn't water that
Why?
Why? Because I can see no reason why Dr. Tomic would make such a substitution.
Neither can I. In fact, I don't think he did.
But obviously he had to. He and I are the only two people
Who have the key to that lock. So I say you made the substitution, not Tomic.
If what you found in that bottle really was water, and you're not just trying to trick me because of some fantastic notion that I mixed up with bandits, then all I can say is, Dr. Tomic put it there. I didn't. And, might I suggest that you spend your time looking for him instead of badgering me?
I'm badgering you because I think you know something about his disappearance. Either you're shielding him or you're shielding someone else.
Why? Why should I? Do I look like the kind of person who goes around shielding bank robbers and murderers?
Frankly, no.
But I think you got in over your head. And now you don't see any way out but lying.
I'm not lying.
I think you are. Consider this, Professor. Whoever got hold of that formula will stop at nothing to keep it. Murdering a bank guard is only the beginning. Right now, they're accused of murder. If you're involved in it, you're an accessory to murder, and your only chance of getting less than hung is to play ball on the right team.
But I tell you, I don't know anything.
I heard you the first time. Just the same, when I leave here, I advise you to get in touch with someone.
Who?
Whomever you're shielding. Tell them that no amount of money or fame or love or whatever it is you're doing it for is worth putting your neck in a noose. It's a nice neck, Professor. But that murdered bank guard had 4 kids. They liked his pretty well, too.
Dick Tracy would become actor Ralph Burton's signature role. He played the part in a serial, 5 feature films, and a 1950 TV series.
You cover the back. If she doesn't come out in 2 hours, go back to headquarters. Right.
Hello, Lee. I can't stand it. You've got to take me away.
I tell you, there's nothing to worry about, dearest. You'll feel better after you've had some sleep.
I can't, Lee. I'm going to tell them the truth.
You can't do that. Not yet, dearest. It's risky, but perhaps we'd better leave town tonight.
But I thought you said you couldn't.
Perhaps I can find a way, but you must meet me at once and talk this out. Very well, Irma. If we don't figure a way out, I'll go to the police with you. But we must talk first, Irma. I'm not in this alone. Meet me at Sixth Park in 10 minutes. Walk there and be sure you're not followed. Goodbye.
You can't meet her, of course.
What are you doing here? I told him. I'm telling you. You can't meet her. The cops saw you in the bank. This is a frame-up between the girl and the police. Oh, nonsense. She's frightened and so are you. Listen, I'll meet her. You're known to the police, too. I've handled them before. Give me the keys to your car. All right, but don't bring her here. No, sure not. Say, you spoke of a cottage on Brand Lake? Yes, that's it. Take her there. Route 76, Cottage 14. Just off the road. Tell her I'll be up later tonight. You'll convince her she mustn't go to the police? Oh, yes, I must do that. You're right. We must. Gruesome. Yeah? Take care of her. She's all I have. Sure, sure. I understand. Better get rid of that car quickly. Why? What's wrong with it? Where is she? Picked up some bullet holes on the way. She is dead. I told you to get rid of that car. You killed her. You
killed her.
What do you suppose I do? She was leading Tracy directly to you.
No, she wouldn't.
I say she was, but right now we've got to get rid of the evidence here. All of it, you understand? Now go start that fire.
Must there be more killings?
If we have to. We've got to get Melody out of that hospital tonight and then clear out of here.
I've been to the hospital. He's in a coma. The doctor wouldn't even let him be seen. He'll be dead by morning.
You're certain of that?
Certain as I can be.
Good. And we're in the clear.
You don't care about anyone, do you?
Listen, if you want to stay alive, you'll do as I say. Now start that fire. I'll be inside.
You expect me to use that fire?
Call me when it's ready. What would you do without me?
I'd even find Dan and romance him if you thought it would give you a little more time.
Thanks, but he's already married to a typewriter. There's one consolation, though. Those crooks are just as worried as I am. Their killing that girl was an act of cold-blooded desperation.
Do you think Dr. Tomic had her shot?
That's anybody's guess. You trace the license number.
Sure, or stolen plates. But if you put 2 bullets into the back end of that car, we'll pick it up in no time.
Time is something I'm fresh out of.
If Dr. Carver could only fix up those other 2 crooks so they could talk.
Said he'd call me in 10 minutes.
It's been 15.
This is Tracy. What about that smashed-up piano player?
Just died.
What? When?
About 10 minutes ago.
Thanks.
Oh, no.
We could have sweated it out of that guy. But he had to go die on us, too.
Well, dead men tell no tales.
What did you say?
I said dead men tell no...
But sometimes they do, Tess. Sometimes they do.
Where are you going?
See the chief. Get an okay on an idea that'll make Dan and his papers think I'm a prime heel.
Here he comes. Now's the time.
Isn't there some other way to...
No, not unless you want to end up joining Tomic.
Where's the good doctor?
Why, in there.
Call the hospital? Yes, no change. Good. I'll stay here till we know if he's alive or dead.
It's dangerous to hide you here.
Dangerous for whom?
All of us. Police will try to trace the driver of my car.
I'll stay here.
Very well. There's a small bedroom in there. You may use it. And there's whiskey in my desk.
True hospitality. Oh, doctor. Why did you close that window?
The smoke from the incinerator.
I see. Won't you join me in a drink?
I never indulge.
Doctor,
Yes?
come on in and join me, won't you?
No, thank you.
Come on in, both of you. Listen, Doctor. The smoke is blowing away from that window. Now, what are you trying to pull?
All right. All right, Gruesome. Hold everything. X-ray, get rid of that bomb!
Don't move, X-ray.
Don't shoot me, Gruesome, please.
Newsflash. Dangerous bank robbers expected to be rounded up within 12 hours. Homicide's famous Dick Tracy has just revealed that one of the robbers of the Grove Street branch of the First National Bank has been captured after suffering severe injuries in a wild chase by the police.
He's alive.
5 minutes ago, Tracy reported that the injured bandit will be able to talk by morning. He added, and I quote, "When this man talks, we will round up the most dangerous gang of criminals in this city's history." We now return you to the piano.
That announcement saved your life, X-ray.
What?
I need you. We got to get Melody out of that hospital.
But that's a police hospital. Why not leave him there?
Yeah? To talk and spoil a perfect setup? No, we got to risk it.
What about him?
What about him? He's dead. A melody isn't worse luck. Go on.
All right. Gruesome and X-Ray. You gotta love those names, right, Glenn?
Love it. Gotta love it.
This is Glenn Hughes, everybody, our artist for tonight. Glenn did all this work back here behind us. We're going to take a look at here. Glenn, how the heck are you, man?
I'm good, very good. I'm especially good being here tonight with you. This is an honor, an absolute honor.
All right. Thank you. Is that one of your pieces there, your Boris Karloff on your shirt?
It is.
for the occasion.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing artwork like this?
I've been doing artwork, obviously, my entire life, but the last 14 years. Before that, I went to college, got a degree in fine arts, and burned out and quit for years. And I had a very stressful job. My wife kept bugging me, why don't you draw again? Why don't you start drawing again? And so I made a New Year's resolution that I would post a new drawing every day on social media for a year, and I did that, and it became a habit. And so for about the past 5 years, we've been setting up at markets and different places like that and selling my artwork, selling prints and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I've been absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
I've met so many great people. And
I see you at shows. I saw him in Hendersonville just a couple months ago, back in October. Yeah, getting out.
So, but I just love doing it. I love drawing. I draw what I want to see.
Well, let's take a look at some of it here.
Sure.
So I see you've got a whole section of Karloffs
When
here.
I found out today was his birthday, I thought, well, I'm going to see how many Karloffs I've drawn.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that I think I have drawn Boris Karloff more than anybody else.
How about
I had 15 different drawings of Boris Karloff. I think the next two are Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan that I've drawn
kind of got
the
a
most.
Johnny Cash mashup right here.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Boris is just so fun to draw, so I thought, well, I'll bring all those in. My artwork is a combination of traditional and digital art. This one is a strict pencil drawing. The one at the bottom, that's just a strict ink drawing.
Yeah.
This one is markers. I think that one and this one and the bottom one are all digital, straight digital drawings. So, so I do a combination of a lot of things. Here's just a variety of some of the other horror stuff I've got. The great Vincent Price, Audrey 2 from the Little Shop of Horrors movie, Shining. I do also music stuff, Ozzy Osbourne, Kiss. So
that's great.
Whatever I want to see, I draw it.
Yep. Well, we got a piece of your artwork that we're going to give away to somebody in the crowd here tonight.
Wonderful.
I got it right over here. And also, he also brought something for me. And I'm going to show it off because it has my man, Sir Cecil Creep, on it. How about that? And I told him, I'm not going to just take it and hang it up. I'm also going to show it off to the audience because it's too cool. So, thank you.
You are very welcome.
And here we have a framed, just like what you're wearing. There it is, for somebody in the audience. So I'm going to do this by a trivia question. So I'm going to ask it, and then if you know the answer, just shout it out. And the first one that I hear, can we turn the lights up a little bit so I can see the people in the audience, so I can see where the names are coming from? If we can, that would be good. All right, so we're going to do a trivia question here. So if you know it, yell it out, all right? I'm looking for the name of a movie. This is one of Karloff's signature roles, but it's not Frankenstein. It was made in 1960. He did it in 1966. This film was made in 1966, just 3 years before he died. It would become one of Karloff's favorite roles that he ever did. It was made for television.
The Grinch.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's it. Yes. Greg Hitchcock for the win, everybody. Yes, sir. Boris Karloff famously did the voice of the Grinch for the animated Christmas special, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is an absolute fantastic movie. What's your favorite Boris Karloff movie?
I think it's got to be the classic Frankenstein. It's got to be.
Hard to go wrong with that.
Yes, absolutely.
Good choice. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, we'll get back to tonight's movie now. You enjoying this one?
Absolutely.
Have you seen it before?
It's so ridiculous. I have. It's wonderful.
I know, and it's always a highly efficient way of testing chemicals to taste it first. Always good. All right. We'll get back to the movie now. Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you.
All right.
Got a Corporal Duggan in 312. We came to pick him up.
Wait a minute. What's the name of that surgeon again?
Major Allen, 291st General.
He's new to me. So are you fellows?
Just been transferred from out west.
Oh, well, go on up. Do you know how to work it?
Like the fingers on my hand.
That's the gorilla, all right. They came in an Army ambulance. Give me the phone, Pop. This is it. They're on their way up. Roger. Don't stop them coming down either, Pop.
You wait here. If anybody questions you, remember where you're from.
291st General.
Right.
I'm sorry, no one allowed in there.
I have orders to take his temperature every 4 hours.
Yeah?
That's right.
Well, in that case, I'll go in with you.
How are you, Melody?
Why do we bother getting birds like him well just so we can kill them?
Odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lost?
Me? Hardly. Just waiting for them to, just waiting.
Oh.
Hey.
What's the matter?
This man is running a dangerously high temperature. You better send for the doctor.
Not me, buddy. My orders are to stay right here.
In that case, I'll do it myself.
A good idea. What happened?
It's in the wastebasket, Tim.
You want me to throw it out?
No, leave it there.
I know, but if this stuff makes people freeze the way you say it does, I won't be of any help to you.
That's right.
I know, but you're unarmed. I don't like this. Hey, this stuff has started to smoke.
It should.
Mr. Tracy, I'm beginning to feel funny.
So am I, Tim. So am I. Should be clear now.
Yes, I understand. Mr. Patton told me to let him go. Huh? You're right. Here they come. Oh, sure. Patton saw the ambulance. Right, sir. Bye. Oh, I see you got your man.
Thanks, we did.
Say, who do you guys think you are parking here? Can't you read?
Sorry, we didn't see the sign.
Didn't see the sign. What kind of an excuse is that? Who are you guys? Where are you from?
291st General Hospital.
What?
291st. Will you please step aside?
General, huh? That was my old outfit, and they sold these 41 crates a month ago. Where'd you pick it up?
Look here, this man is dying.
Yeah, and I got a rush call. So what? You know what I think? I think you guys are a couple of cadaver snatchers. I'm going to take a look at this stiff, see?
No, wait. The other one.
But this is ours.
That one won't be spotted so quickly. Put him in that one.
I hope nothing went wrong.
What good? Tim would never leave Dick. Hey, here comes an ambulance out.
Shall I flash the rest of the boys?
No, they're driving an Army crate. That one belongs to the city hospital.
That was a clever piece of work, Gruesome.
It almost misfired. Fall told you that corporal's name was Joseph Duggan. It was really John. How is he?
He's still under the effects of the gas.
Start up the fire.
Not Melody, too.
Start up the fire.
What's the matter, Bud?
Ask the guy who stole this crate.
Yeah, and mine. Yeah? You mean a big mug and a little guy with glasses?
Yeah, with a patient on a litter.
Well, I'll be a... That gorilla outsmarted me again. They pulled a switch. We've got to follow that white ambulance.
How do you know where it went?
Huh? That's right. Sparks, this is Patton. Put all cars on the lookout for a White City Hospital ambulance. Get that? Yeah. It's carrying 2 killers and Tracy unarmed.
X-ray.
Karloff appeared in more than 70 films before making his signature role of Frankenstein, the Frankenstein monster.
Ended up here, Tracy. I'm not going to come in after you. I don't have to. Remember the bank? You got about 60 seconds left. There's no other exit, Tracy. This is the end of the line.
So this is the baby that caused all the trouble, huh?
Yes, that's the last of those devilish gas bombs, Pat. As soon as Dan has had a look at it, we'll file it in the archives of lethal weapons.
I want to see you, Tracy.
Well, take a good look, Dan.
What's the idea of selling me out to those radio vultures? You made me a promise.
Promise? Who is this fellow, Pat?
Don't know. I never saw him before.
You promised me an exclusive story.
Story? What story, sir?
He could mean the story of the capture of a gang of bank robbers, Dick.
Capture? When? Where?
It's all here and it's all true.
Give me that. Okay, Dick? In about 25 seconds, Pat.
Sorry, can't wait.
Maybe I ought to tell you about it, Dan.
Some other time. Aren't you going to read it?
Gotta make that deadline. This is the biggest story I ever had anything to do.
That was a great movie. It was just a lot of fun. Although I've got to say, I was pulling for Gruesome there, and it didn't work out for him at the end. I was so sad. It's just they always make Dick Tracy win. I don't know why they do that, but they have root for the villains. Prune face, Gruesome. Although I got to say, I do wish they'd gone heavier on Gruesome's makeup. Just really go for it. But 1947, what are you going to do? Hey, I want to thank all my special guests tonight. This has been a lot of fun. Glenn Hughes, Khalil Ekulona, and the Creeping Cruds. They were all fantastic. Let's hear it for all of them. This has been a Thanksgiving special. I think our Thanksgiving turkey wasn't quite a turkey, but it was a fun B movie. I hope, Thanksgiving's all about family, and I hope all of you out there enjoy Thanksgiving with your family. Tonight was actually my mother's birthday also in real life. She shared a birthday with Boris Karloff, which I always thought was cool. We lost her a few years ago, so I think about her every day, but especially on this day. If you're still lucky enough to have your family with you, spend time with your loved ones. Enjoy it. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Watch some good, bad movies for Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving turkeys are always good. Well, what would a birthday party be without a birthday cake? It just wouldn't be the same. So we made a birthday cake, or we had one made for Boris in honor of his birthday here, his 137th. So we're going to enjoy it here. All of you here in the studio audience are invited to come get a piece. We're going to listen to the Creeping Cruds. They're going to play a set here, and we're going to rock out with them while we eat cake and celebrate Boris Karloff's birthday. So, all right. We'll do that now. And, hey, for all of you back home, thank you again for tuning in. And remember, always to stay mad. I'm going to cut myself a piece here, and then I'm going to wheel this to the back, and all of you, the plates and everything are back there. So I'm going to get myself a little bitty piece here. And Cruds, take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Gangrene. This one's called Salem, and it's about dancing in Salem.
Road tripping to the great Northeast with Jimmy Psycho and Dr. Gangrene. Creeping Cruds and live inside a van. Go to Salem, Massachusetts for a one-night stand. Beating in love, said they take a look. They read the wine, they looked in our book. Took that wine from the Church of Crud. Then they get in, got it, baby, cut that rug. For you lost in love in the burning skies. Gave an old gray man in his head with his bloodshot eyes. And he said, you will hang tonight for dancing in Salem. You will hang tonight for dancing in Salem. You'll hang tonight. The reddest work that was done that night and gave the local congregation the fit next night. Beating love when they go around for the fortunes waiting, made that sound unbeaten to the lines and they take a look. They read the wine, they looked in our book, took their lines from the Church of Crud. Then they get it, got it, baby, cut that rug. For you lost in love in the burning skies. Came an old gray man in his head with his bloodshot eyes. And he said you will hang tonight for dancing in Salem. You will hang tonight for dancing in Salem. You'll hang tonight. Play those wicked clothing chords, deliver dark rewards. Play those wicked clothing chords. Play the gods. Play the gods. Play the gods. Play the gods. Woo! Lost in love in the burning skies. Came an old gray man in his head with his bloodshot eyes. And he said, you will hang tonight for dancing in Salem. You will hang tonight for dancing in Salem. You'll hang tonight. Burn, baby, burn.
Thank you. Remember, they didn't hang witches. They hung women. All right, let's play another one, kids, maybe. Can we play another one? Yeah, keep going. This one's called Midnight.
I'm gonna mock you, yes ma'am. I'm gonna take you to like an stand. I'm gonna get all the pills, I'm gonna get all the thrills. Gonna hide like a wolf when I can. Gonna bleed you just right. Gonna bleed you every night. I'm gonna get all the pills, I'm gonna get all the thrills. Gonna hide like a wolf when I can. I don't care for scorching sunlight. I get my kicks, especially at night. Tonight. All right. I don't care for scorching sunlight. I get Larry's kicks just a bit night. I like a wolf when I can. I'm gonna take you to like an stand. I'm gonna get all the pills. I'm gonna get all the thrills. I'm gonna howl like a wolf when I can. You're gonna rise up early, 'cause you stayed up too late. You're gonna watch it come down. Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. You're gonna rest your mind. You're gonna watch it come down. Tonight, tonight, tonight. I don't care for scorching sunlight. I'll get my kicks. Just admit I'm like a wolf when I can. I'm gonna take you to like an stand. I'm gonna get all the bills. I'm gonna get all the thrills. I'm gonna howl like a wolf when I can.
All right, thank you.